Hundreds of thousands of students across India are enraged right now. The reason is the gross mishandling of the Staff Selection Commission Phase 13 exam. It's SSC aspirants saying their future and careers are being jeopardized. Students and teachers who came to speak were forcibly taken away by police. Some say there's a 3 lakh crore scam. Papers were handed out half an hour before the exam. 60 to 70% of the questions were the same as before. There were technical glitches at exam centers. Computer systems froze during the exam, servers were down, and papers had to be cancelled at some locations. Some students were allotted exam centers thousands of kilometers away from their homes. When students and teachers protested these conditions, police beat them up. What is SSC Phase 13? Staff Selection Commission Phase 13 is an exam for filling Group B and Group C posts in various Indian central government ministries. This year, the exam was held from the 24th of July to the 1st of August. 2025 millions of students aspiring for government jobs take this exam. These leaks and failures have devastated the future of millions of Indian youths and destroyed faith in the system, even for the highest profile exams like UPSC and NEET UG. But everything went wrong. Usually, admit cards are issued 4 days before the exam. This time, admit cards weren't issued even 2 days before. Many students got blank admit cards. On the day of the exam from the first shift on the first day, there were mismanagement reports. Biometric systems weren't working. Many students couldn't even sit for the exam or had to begin late. Computers were old, barely functioning. In the middle of the exam, there were technical glitches, screens shut off, systems crashed. The mouse wouldn't work unless clicked 4 or 5 times. Poor quality pens, making it hard to write. Power cuts and server crashes, no backup. Because of these problems, exams had to be cancelled at many centres. At some, basic amenities like fans, clean washrooms, even drinking water were missing. Some centres were in remote locations with cows and buffaloes downstairs, and students had to walk up for exams. One centre had loud music playing nearby. Impossible conditions for an exam. Imagine, a student studies 10+ hours a day, for months or even a year, and on the day of the exam, everything falls apart. Their hard work goes to waste. Government jobs mean a shot at stable lives, societal acceptance, and for many, an escape from poverty. Families take loans, mortgage goods, all for one crack at a life-changing job. But these days, if an exam is held, isn't leaked, and results come out, recruitment letters are issued. That's practically a miracle. More chaos at exam centers. The center staff were unprofessional. At some centers, the invigilators were busy on their phones watching reels. Some places lacked invigilators altogether. Even bouncers were deployed to silence students who complained. If students protested, they were beaten up. Exam paper issues. Papers were repetitive, increasing the chance of leaks and cheating. The second and third shifts had 70%, 80% of questions in common. Students who selected preferred exam cities in the application were still allotted centers 500 to 1,000 kilometers away. For example, Kanpur to Karnataka, 2,000 kilometers. After such long journeys, students arrived only to find exams cancelled with no prior notice. Who is responsible? Students blame Eduquity Career Technologies, the company contracted to run the exams. SSC does not have its own exam software, so it chooses external vendor companies for tech and logistics. Previously, Tata Consultancy Services, TCS, managed these exams, but in April 2025 the contract went to Eduquity Career Technologies. Here's the shocking part. In 2020, Eduquity was blacklisted by India's Central Directorate General of Training. Despite this, they kept getting contracts. Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, etc. In previous exams managed by them, there were paper leaks, cheating complaints, major irregularities. Why did SSC award the contract to Eduquity? SSC claims they bid the lowest price, but can you play with students' futures just to save money? And what good are these exams if cheating and leaks are rampant? Protests and outrage. When Eduquity got the SSC contract, people on social media warned this would end in chaos. When exams began, hashtags like #SSC vendor failure, #SSC mismanagement trended. Renowned teachers supported students. claiming SSC's director has received over 55,000 complaints from 300,000 students. A much larger exam, SSC CGL, with 3 million applicants is scheduled soon, again with Eduquity as vendor. Instead of fixing things, the government allegedly suppressed dissent. Some teachers' Twitter accounts were suspended. Students. On the 31st of July, thousands gathered in New Delhi, demanding, cancel Eduquity's
medic. Okay, everyone, we need a medic.
Back to TCS.
Everyone, we need a
Postpone SSC CGL until then. SSC should develop its own software, investigate vendor selection, and government should pay for re-exams for affected students. Police stopped the protests, detained teachers and students, and their claims of being beaten circulated on social media. The government has kept quiet. The bigger problem. This is not just about one exam. UPSC paper leaks, IBPS bank recruitment scams, and RRB railway protests. The entire recruitment system is collapsing. The government cannot even conduct fair exams for existing vacancies. If the government still has any shame, they should cancel Eduquity's contract and give it to a proven company. Ideally, SSC should develop its own independent software. It isn't too difficult and saves money in the long run. Some reports suggest even business rivalry between TCS and Eduquity, with claims TCS staff disrupted centers to cause chaos. Now the government is deploying oversized teams and launching inquiries, but these problems aren't limited to SSC. But if not, at least give the contract back to TCS and pay for re-exams. These students are the country's future. Soon they'll vote based on these experiences. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel.